Aaron here from Goddard Adventure, and today we're really excited to install an IdleStopper on our 2026 Honda Civic Sport Hatch. This is going to turn off the annoying start-stop system. I personally feel the start-stop system is actually kind of dangerous because if your car's off and you need to move really quickly at like a light or you're trying to make a turn out of the lane, it could get you in trouble. So we're going to burn a little bit more gas so that we never have to feel the engine off when we want it on. All right, to start with this project, you need a plastic pry tool, Phillips head screwdriver, and of course the IdleStopper V2 system. This is going to be our first run at installing this mod, so it'll be a good example of what you can expect. Turn the car on, slide this into neutral, and activate the parking brake by pulling up. Once you do that, we're going to turn the car back off, and it's going to complain that we don't have it in park. But because we have the parking brake on, the car is going to be just fine. Okay. The reason we move this into neutral or drive is because we actually need to start working on this. So the first step is to pull this collar down. And that was pretty easy. So, and this is where our Phillips head screwdriver comes into play. Okay, we got one screw out.
I went into 2X.
Two screws out. Pull it up. That shifter knob's pretty cool. Real leather on that sucker. And this is definitely, this is where it's good to watch someone like me do this first, because I'm trying to figure out, it's not the sides, so I was a little too low. It's this top trim. There we go, that we're going under. And then we're gonna lift. All right, that was a lot harder to lift on than I was anticipating. Oh, here we go. Oh, the whole thing just popped up. Okay. So this side's gonna have a clip, but just follow your fingers down. Good. Now, if you can get your camera back here, Evan, right here, there are some clips. We're just gonna start unclipping them so that we can get the top off. It's very interesting doing this for the first time. The thing about this type of mod is you only do it once, and it's a little annoying to do once, but it ends up being a really good mod that's worth it in the end. Okay, there's this one very strange clip here. Let's see if we can pop it out or not. Oh, maybe having this up will help me see better. So, okay, I can see how this, once you get a good view on the clips, it's a little easier to get them out. So here's a good example. So now that we can see this clip very easily, we can push it appropriately and slide it out. Just like that. Got the main trim piece off. Next, we need to remove this Phillips head bolt right here. It was longer than I anticipated, but it came out pretty easy. From here, we're trying to take these walls off, and we're trying to get to the back of this power plug here because the IdleStopper plugs in there. So we're gonna take a look at how these clips work here. Oh, before we get too far, we need to take this clip off as well, just by pushing behind it. And there we go. Almost got it. All right, so got that clip off. So we gotta be a little brave. Just pull straight up, and then it starts getting these little clips to come. And just like that, we have access to the power plug that goes to this 12-volt outlet right here. And it pulls off. It's a friction fit here. So now we're gonna open up the IdleStopper package. And now we get to start putting everything back together. Oh, this is so cool. I should have totally opened this up first. It comes with the pry tool. That would have been good to put at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Made in America. America. So now we are going to pull this out. And there's a piece of foam right here. I know that is important as well. So this metal piece is friction fit, and because it's friction fit, this foam tape is what they use to kind of hold it together. That's the part we're going to work on right now. So the, male side goes into the female side here. Nice and easy. Doesn't go in all the way. There's some metal still exposed. I guess that's the other part of this foam tape, is made to kind of cover that up. We're just going to wrap this right here. It's going to hold it together and cover up that connection so that we don't have any incident later. Now we have a new female to go onto the existing connector. And we're going to start setting this back into place. Just being careful to kind of watch where the cables are going. Slide it back up in there. And make sure that nothing's being smashed. But the clips should start going back into place here pretty easily. And just like that, I think we have the main part back together. We can push this little connector back in. We can take our Phillips screw / bolt here, put it back in. And the final step is to hook up the IdleStopper to the remaining harness, which would be right here. So we've got the female and the male. We're going to hook up the existing connector to this IdleStopper board, and then once we're ready, as we bring this over, we're going to hook the new connector where the old one was. Right there. We can slide this one in right here. I know that some of this is going to be a little hard to film, right, Evan?
Yeah.
That's okay. Okay, hook this in right here. Slide this up right here. And unless I'm mistaken, I think I've got all the plugs. So I'm gonna, again, make sure that this wire is kind of out of the way. It's kind of wanting to come into like a bad spot here. So I might actually use, they provided a zip tie. I'm gonna use that zip tie to hold this red wire a little lower so it's not up in the way of some moving parts. Okay, that worked out pretty well. We're gonna start sliding this back on. all down. Slide this back down and of course put it on the correct direction. And we are going to screw in these Phillips head bolts. It's worth noting that this Honda assembly here feels really high quality. It's pretty impressive actually. Trying not to scratch that piece too much. Give it a little extra juice here to make sure it's tight. I'm going to slide this up, click it in place, and we're going to move the car back into park, which seems to be functioning fine. And idle stop is off. You can see right there. It is off. All right, Evan, what'd you think about that install?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad for our first time. I think that this should give you guys a good expectation of what you could experience taking this off. Definitely worth noting that this pry tool comes with the kit, so that's awesome. And we're really excited to not have to push the idle stop off button anymore. And we definitely highly recommend this modification. I still think it's crazy that car manufacturers push this feature on us without letting us turn it off in the menu. All right, Evan and Aaron from Goddard Garage, we'll catch you on the next repair. See you later.